Hey everyone, it's me Krion from KrionStudio, and welcome to the first episode of Noob Reviews. That's right, today we're going to Noobify Mafia II, a game from 2K Games and something I've been expecting for a very, very long time. So, before I get started, I just want to ask you, do you know what Noob Reviews and Noob Guides are? Because if you're expecting a serious review like the ones on IGN or GameSpot, then you should just change the video, because this is more useful for noobs, for beginning players, it's just a first impression of the game. It's not even a full review. So that's it. Let's get started.
When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm.
My name is Vito Scaletta. I was born in Sicily in 1925. That little guy's me. I'm standing with my parents and my sister Francesca in front of our old house. I don't really remember too much about the old country, except that we were pretty hard up. And then one day my father decided it was time to move away. Away from Sicily, across the ocean, to start a new life in America. Never in my life had I seen anything as fantastic as Empire Bay. It was beautiful. On the other hand, I'd never seen anything filthier, more disgusting than our new shithole of an apartment. The American dream was more like a nightmare. My father started working at the port for the guy who arranged our immigration. It was backbreaking work, and the little money he made mostly went towards booze. Eventually, my parents sent me to school, Island H, in Sharp Cells in that neighborhood full of addicts. That's where I met Joe. Over time, Joe and I got to be best friends. And since we were both poor and there wasn't much work around, shit, we started a little business of our own.
Police! Stop! You know, this way! Turn it in! Stop! Let's
Shit.
Okay, you bastard! Spread your legs, fuck, get the hands on it.
I'm sorry. Well, that one time didn't work out so good. The year was 1943. America was at war. And the army was looking for guys who spoke the language to help with the invasion of Sicily. I was 18. Anything seemed better than jail. Who said you can't go home again?
So as you might have already guessed, the first mission involves you in World War II. So you're basically in this small Italian town. You have to free it. It's just a basic first mission. Get taught all these basic stuff. I'm not gonna take that much time and explain you much about the controls. You can see that for yourself. The first thing they show you how to aim and shoot. So I'm just gonna tell you some things that I really liked from the first mission. Some things that I noticed. So one of them is the cover mode. I don't know how it's called, but you can, if there's an object near you, you could take cover by pressing the control button. The second thing is this first person kind of view. If you press the right, I think it's the right mouse button, you kind of enter this first person view. Then later on in the game, as I said, here they tell you how to like jump, or I don't know, just climb over things. Then here you throw this grenade. All these just basic stuff. There are a lot of scenarios here, so it's kind of I don't like cutscenes that much, but it just gets kind of annoying. So that's basically it. This is the first mission. Then you go back to New York, I guess, in Empire Bay, whoever it is called, and you meet up with your old friend Joe. And yes, this is the guy that abandoned you at the jewelry shop before you got caught and went to World War II. So then you enter this open world in the 40s. I guess it's still not the 50s, the 40s. You can enter bars. It's pretty cool. You can hear the song from Frank Sinatra, the Let It Snow song, which I like a lot. When you go back home, you see that your family has problems. That before your dad died, he borrowed a lot of money. Now people are like picking on your family. You just have to beat this guy here. It's the first basically fist fight. So basically teaches you how to punch and all those basic stuff. You're gonna need them further in the game, but not that much. I mean, only in the first part. So later on, this is where actually you find out that you have to help your family. That they really need money, but you can't afford that much money because the new job you're gonna get won't give you that much money. So you have to figure out something else. So you basically find your friend Joe, and you kind of slowly become a gangster. So that's basically it. You see the amount of textures, detail is really big. When I stepped on this guy, you probably saw that there's like snow on him. That's pretty cool. I really like details in this game. You can interact with objects. For example, you can go to like the toilet and flush the toilet, or like eat. You can even eat or drink, which heals you. Yeah, here you can see you can eat and drink, but that kind of reminds me of The Sims, because in a game like this, I don't think that details like this are that important, because it just gets too, I don't know, maybe there are just too many details. You don't really need that. Well, okay, maybe you need the eating part, but whatever. Here you actually learn how to drive. This is your first driving. It's not a mission, it's just this guy, Joe, like you trying to make him let you drive. So Joe also introduces you to his friends. Here you can see this guy. He tells you like how to pick locks, how to steal cars, and you slowly. It's not like in San Andreas where you start as a gangster straight off. You slowly turn into a gangster. There's also repairing your car, changing your paint, just changing parts of your car, which is pretty cool. But you really don't need that in the game. I also didn't like that in San Andreas, although there is a bigger purpose in San Andreas for that, but whatever. Here, this is technically your first more serious mission. You actually get a gun, you can shoot now. So you have to steal a car from this local gang that I think was called the Bombers. Yeah. You have to go and steal a car and give it to this guy, and you can do this throughout the game. You can just grab a car and just drive it and take it to his whatever it is, junkyard. If you can sell it technically and get all, you can get money really easily, but you really don't need it. I also like the fact that the cops here in this game are really smart. Here you can see that he's pushing my car, and then San Andreas, it would just get out of the car, start shooting. It would be too late for them because I would just run away. Here is the Bomber Gang, these guys here. So I just basically gotta beat this guy up, then I just have to go pick the car's lock, and I have to start actually shooting now. So you'll probably notice that here. So the shooting part is, I mean, I really like all these battles in the game. I mean, battles, what am I saying? Like the shootouts, or I don't know how to call them, but it's pretty cool. I mean, you feel like, you really do feel, not only like in San Andreas where it's not, there isn't like this gangster environment. Here you really do feel from the start as like you're playing in a Mafia game. But the problem is, until you get to the real part where you turn into someone who is in the Mafia and who starts making big missions, like all these like illegal stuff, it takes a lot of time. I mean, I even didn't get to that part in this video. But here, there's this one more interesting mission where you have to sneak, and you have to steal some files from a safe. There are all these guards here, and you can kill them, or I mean choke them or whatever, and then you can grab your bodies. And there's also this one. I also had this one problem here with this one guard. I didn't think that the NP stupid MMORPG terms. Well, I didn't think that they can actually open doors, and that he would actually see me if I'm like, as he saw at the wall next to him. I didn't think that he would see me, but he actually opens the door and he starts shooting inside. And it's kind of, I mean, they're kind of smart. And this is on easy mode. I was really shocked when I saw that he can open the door, and I was like, what the hell? Anyway, this is the mission where the interesting parts are. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'll just talk at the end and tell you the three basics, the three good things and the three bad things about the game. But here is the mission where I failed, and this is where the review ends. I have to take these gas samples or whatever to gas stations all over the city, 6. But I don't have. I'm really bad at these missions, so I failed. So anyway, enjoy.
Hey, got some extra gas stamps. Interested? Yeah, sure, interested. Alright, here you go. Fork over the dough. Sure. Here's your money. Thanks, pal. Now forget your song.
It's Christmas. is the casting of your little Joe.
Don't let a bad signal get in the way of the news you need to hear. With the new Elizabeth Radio and its precision tuning technology from Home Electrics, you won't miss a call to important news report ever again. The Elizabeth Radio is optimized for the best sound possible from every newscast. The Elizabeth Radio from Home Electrics, the best in home entertainment for you and your family. Stop the engine and get out. Stop the car. Stay right where you are. Come back, please. At this rate, you ain't even gonna have to caught.
So, what do you think? Epic fail, right? I'm a turbo driver and I'm bad at timing missions, and that's what happens. Anyway, the three basic things I like. Well, the fun battle system, because first of all, the battles taking place in a very rich environment, and you can also take cover. It's just very fun, and the enemies you fight are actually intelligent. Interesting story, characters, and missions. No doubt, the story is very realistic. It's not like in San Andreas starting off as a gangster from the start. It is a slow, progressive story, which is very interesting. I learned a lot of things about the Mafia at that time and how it formed. And the third thing is a realistic environment and smart enemies. Yeah, that's kind of connected to the first one. That the enemies are smart. The cops, for example, they know how to block your path. They're not stupid, so if you're if there's a speed limit and if you're very fast, they would see you and then chase you. Although you can lose them very easily, which is not that realistic. In real life, it would chase you forever. But in the game, I guess it would be kind of stupid if they chased you forever. Anyway, the three things I did not like. The linear story with a slow start. Although the story is very realistic, it's because of that realism, it kind of turns very slow. So the mission you finally turn into a gangster, kind of, is maybe the mission I failed on. The city doesn't offer much to do. There aren't any mini games. There are these special features in the city. The city is a story itself, that's true, but you really, after you kind of progress in the game, you learn everything, and you really don't have anything to do. It's not like in San Andreas. And the third thing is, again, you don't have much to do with money. So I guess if you could say there are two things I did not like. The third thing is connected to the second again, but I guess even though in the game you earn money, you really don't need to waste them. You don't need them. That's basically it, guys. If you like Mafia 2, and if I helped all you beginning players, noobs, then comment, vote, and subscribe. If I didn't, and you were pissed, you can also comment, rate, and subscribe. So, well, if you, I think that if you're mad at the review, you wouldn't subscribe. But anyway, see you next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review.